Now, let's go over this one more time. What are you not going to mention?
How she's as beautiful as a summer's day and as cool as a summer's night.
Exactly. And what else are you going to do?
Mention how cool I think her knee crossbow is.
Perfect. We are going to play it relaxed and easy. Right, Artemis?
Hello there, warrior angel, Esmeralda. Did you know summer days are beautiful? I mean, your crossbow is really cool.
Oh, gods preserve us. He's hopeless.
Hey Dungeoneers, thanks so much for joining us for another episode of the Strahdcast. If you like what we do here, remember to follow us on YouTube or subscribe via your favorite podcast app to get notified every time we release new episodes. Thanks again, and take your listen with advantage.
Starting on Monday, January 30th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch, we will be streaming Goon Files, a Delta Green adventure set in 1995 Philadelphia, featuring Ned in the GM chair. While you get excited about the spookiness to come, you can binge our other 2 mini-campaigns, Madness and Mercy and Death House, right now on our YouTube channel. Prepare to roll some sanity checks.
When last we left our heroes, Winnie freed herself from the Abbot's clutches with an explosive display and a little help from her new friend Othro. Running through the Abbey halls, she ran back into her companions, recently awoken from their enchanted slumber by Pasha. After arming Drogar, a daring battle with the Abbot ensued. Though they were doused in holy fire and thrown from great heights, our heroes prevailed. But there is still the matter of the beast folk, now left without guidance, and the mystery of the library yet to solve. How will our heroes proceed? Find out now on the Strahdcast. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Shuffle off this mortal coil and transport yourselves to the far, foggy realm of Barovia. Y'all are up in you're in that sort of bedroom, looking down. You're like 30 feet up, maybe, and looking down at Drogar, who's splayed out on the ground before, alongside the Abbot. What do you do?
You said 30 feet down?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me down.
Yeah, I immediately go into my pack, pull out some rope, and then we like kind of tie Winnie up real quick and start like
belaying.
Yeah,
belaying down the side of the building.
Yep. I'm belaying.
And then, like, as we're doing that, like, Drogar, hold on! Like, whether he can hear us or not, like, we're yelling.
No! Don't worry about me, She's
fine!
Oh, good. Yeah, wait, actually, Drogar, are you conscious?
I'm gonna say he's unconscious after that one.
You're unconscious?
Oh.
Okay.
Because he fell 80 feet.
Kaz does not wait. Kaz is still raging. She has not dropped her rage yet. Kaz jumps out the fucking window.
Oh!
Shit.
All right. You're gonna take...
That's fucking hot.
My God.
That makes my heart warm.
15 points of bludgeoning damage.
7 points of bludgeoning damage.
And it lands.
As you just... Oh my god, how fucking anime is that?
Superhero landing.
How fucking anime
wait a
is
second.
that?
Hold on. Wait, can I roll a dexterity to see like
Please do.
how adeptly I can
cool it
land?
is.
Please do.
I fucking eat it. I take all of that damage.
Well, it's just, you do the superhero landing, but your knee takes a lot of blunt force impact.
Yeah, exactly. I look really cool, everyone.
Oh, I'm gonna feel that in my 30s.
That's funny because Kay did a lot of gymnastics.
Also because K is 29. Yeah, no,
So get Tay over 27.
Go on.
Did you just celebrate your 21st birthday?
I'm 29. I'm 30.
Okay, I can't wait till you can join us all in a beverage.
I'll be a real humdinger. I'll buy you your first.
legal
Guys,
drink.
stop sneaking me these beers. Kaz looks really cool, but does take that damage.
Yes. So yeah, you're down when he's belaying behind you.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have enough presence of mind to check if he's breathing before I give him the only potion of healing I have in my inventory.
Oh my gosh. Don't
Of
do
course.
it.
He is breathing,
Okay.
but he's in bad shape.
Yeah. Okay. So I think approaching him, checking his breathing, knowing that he is alive, Also, very quickly going over, like, you're my number one priority, but then going over to the Abbot and making sure he is not alive.
Ooh.
Coup de grace, that motherfucker.
I mean, well, let me check first. I want to know if he's alive. If he is, then like I'll cut something.
So you check on Drogar. He's in really rough shape.
Yeah, you hear like,
but he's alive.
Yeah. Then seeing that, my next course of action would be like very cautiously, like sort of sneak up to the the Abbot, and see if he's alive.
As you do so, you look at it, and like leaking from his eyes and the corners of his mouth, this like bright golden sort of ichor is sort of streaming down, and he like lifts his head ever so slightly to look at you.
The moment he does, she like jumps back and levels the blood spear at his throat.
Hope you're proud of yourself. You've doomed everyone. You tried, and you failed. The light has left you. It's our turn. I can't see it. I can't see it. Please.
And he starts to reach up one hand.
It's cold. I wasn't supposed to be cold. Why can't I see it?
Winnie is asking me to wait.
No.
But Winnie is not within earshot.
No, I'm not.
So Winnie, like you make your
my...
way down, and you're like making your way over. It's up to you guys. It's up to you guys.
I don't know. I feel like that conversation may have taken long enough for you to get down.
Yeah,
Like,
sure. Yeah,
if
it's up to you
like,
guys.
Yeah, like you say, make your case, Winnie.
Okay, well then I think I'm like watching over my shoulder as this is happening, and I can't hear this. I just see like the one trembling hand.
Also keeping in mind that like this is taking into account the time it took to check that Drogar was okay.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll say, I think you can get down and approach the scene, Winnie, by the time that this is he's like raising his hand.
Okay, then I'll run over and I'll just say, wait. And I'll take Drogar's hand in my one hand and the Abbot's outstretched hand in my other hand. And I'm just going to say, your plan didn't work. Do you want to try a new plan?
I did. What I thought was right. I tried. And I failed. Please, child. I see it around you. You've been touched by it so very recently. Why can't I see it?
You got distracted. You wanted to be the one, but you can't do that. It won't work with him.
Is there no hope?
No, there is. There is hope still. But you can't be the boss anymore.
Send me to my maker.
Is that what you want?
I go in peace. There are better to complete the task than I see it now. Do you think that there's hope for me, child? There's no knowing. Just a leap of faith.
And I'll put his hand on his chest, and I'll just cast light on his hand, on his chest, and then I'll look at Kaz, and I'll just give you a nod, and I'll cast Cure Wounds with my other hand on Drogar. And then I'll take my hand away as his hand glows on his chest, and I'll just leave Kaz to it, and I'll go over to Drogar.
How many healing is that?
Let's roll some dice. So while you're figuring that out, that whole time you're having that conversation with him, and Kaz is the entire time just walking this razor's edge between holding on to the rage and letting it go. And like she just you can feel like energy pulsing out of her as she like there's this tension in her muscles as the point of this spear, like she is shaking, but the point of the spear half an inch away from his throat is perfectly still. And the moment you give her that little like tap on her shoulder, all of that energy just like sucks back into her and just cuts in, and she just, and then there's just like a brief moment where she holds it in that moment, all of that energy is just back in her, and it was all just for that inch of movement.
Mm-hmm.
And all that's left in her is just enough to, like, take the spear back, and she comes out of her rage and just collapses. She doesn't drop the spear, but, like, you can tell that in itself, not dropping the spear, is a struggle. She has it, and just, like, stumbles back and falls to her knees and just tries her best to find some stillness and holds the spear across her thighs and just, like, rests it on her thighs and opens her palms up, and just all that's left in her is enough to take one big deep breath, and she just sits there.
As you drive the spear in and take it back, as you take it back out, his body is engulfed in this really opalescent blue, and his whole form is sort of caked in that cool blue fire, and it just begins to burn away.
As Drogar will stand up. Ned thinks he knows what this thing is, but Drogar would like to make
Please do.
a knowledge check to kind of...
Please do. Yeah,
Religion
do religion.
Yeah. I think that's a 15.
You're good at that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ned.
Yes.
Drogar.
Yes.
Who's Ned?
Ned.
Ned, who's that?
As you look upon the form, as you kind of pick yourself up,
Yeah.
and you look at the fallen abbot now engulfed. It's like, it's like the fire that comes out of a propane stove, just all along his
very
body.
Even.
Mhm.
Very
And all the clothes are torn away. It's just that chiseled.
Yeah. This almost statuesque.
Yeah.
Except for the one sort of mutated arm which travels up the neck and across one side of his face and one of his wings. This could only have been a Deva.
Yeah. That's what I thought it was.
What is that?
Yeah. So Drogar,
A Deva's basically an angel.
yeah, so Deva looks at, Drogar looks at this creature and just goes, "It is as I feared. Artemis, help me up, my friend."
Yeah, I think so. Like, just then I'm getting down and I... our hand.
And actually, Drogar would like to go over and see if there's any ashes or anything left of the final burning of the Deva.
So Artemis, you make your way down as well.
Yeah, I think, like, just as that was happening, I was, like, climbing. I got Winnie down, I tied the rope off, and I, like, kind of rappelled down.
Cool. Great. So Drogar, you make your way over to the body. It is just flickering lightly. You feel enormously sad knowing what this thing was.
Yeah.
His story makes a lot more sense to you now.
Yeah, absolutely it does.
Just lost his way.
Is there anything left? There's no ashes, there's
As
nothing?
the body, like, it kind of like, as the flames flicker up into the air and it kind of like a train of like bright blue ashes like swirls into the sky.
Yeah.
And a wind seems to come down from the mountaintop and blow the fires away, lifting the ashes away. The body is completely removed.
Yeah.
The only things left as the flames die out and the ashes are carried off on the wind is his mace and his...
Oh, shit. What is this, Drogar?
It's okay if it doesn't make sense yet.
No, it's okay.
But, like, this is an inscription or like a...
Yeah, it's like a piece of paper that has, like, writing.
Yeah, it's a torn piece of vellum.
I would even assume that it came out of a book. That it was a ripped page out of a book.
Cool.
And Drogar looks it over and just goes, "Very interesting." And he seems captivated in it for a second. And then before he gets too caught up in it, he kind of folds it and he puts it in his pack and he just goes, "That, my friends, was a Deva."
What's that?
"Well, my dear Winnie, you would better know them as angels. You see, Devas are incredibly powerful creatures. I wondered how he was so capable of controlling and understanding the light in his way. It is only too clear now that after defeating Strahd in the ways that he did, a Deva would most likely question his abilities, after seeing that the light was not able to vanquish such an evil. Although they are pure of heart and of light, they are still susceptible to the sins and the greeds that humanity knows. And this explains why his body was twisted and formed in the way that it was. I've only met one other Deva, and they are incredibly remarkable creatures. Stubborn, but incredibly remarkable. It pains me that it came to
as you stand here around the remains of the Abbot, you hear soft footfalls coming from behind you as the
I cast Guiding Bolt.
as the parishioners, for lack of a better word.
Sure.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
The followers,
The followers.
whatever they are.
Uh-oh.
The donors.
The sun is also beginning to rise. Well, I mean, so such as it is
Yeah.
in Barovia.
We see the gray
The
starting to
the
lighten.
sky begins to gray.
Yeah.
We're going from slate to charcoal.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And yeah, you see these poor, these wretched masses, these malformed denizens of the abbey with Otto and Siegfried up at the head, all sort of move up, looking at all of you and looking down at the scene. At the abbot being carried away on the wind, and they all just look lost.
I'll look to Winnie and just go, I think our new friends are in need of their next task. Or, I should say, should be reassured that they have purpose. And he kind of gives a gentle dragon wink and like a gentle kind of push from her lower back, like toward the group.
Yeah, you stand there, Winnie, and Otto like looks up at you with his big doleful eyes.
Is he gonna be okay?
Yeah, it's gonna be okay.
He gave us our purpose. He gave us something to do. What do we do now? No one in this valley will accept us as we are. Only he did. Where do we go? What do we do, Winnie?
I'm really sorry, Otto. Hi, everybody.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, God. That made it real, Kay.
I'm really sorry, because you didn't choose this. And it makes sense that if you're sick, you just want to be well. But I want you all to know that you're not sick at all, and that it's going to be okay. And I know that it was really helpful for you to have a job to do, but I heard from somebody once that your only job is to live. And I think that there is more life for you all outside of these walls. And I know that that's going to be really scary, but when I met my friends here, we were all really different and we didn't know each other. And sometimes all that it takes is for things to be really scary and for you to look somebody in the eyes and say, I'm scared. Are you scared?
I'm scared, Winnie.
I'm scared too, Otto. But I would really like to walk out of here with you all, and I would like to introduce you to everybody.
The master said that people outside these walls wouldn't understand us. They wouldn't accept us. Would be cruel and hurtful.
I don't think that people want to be cruel and hurtful. I don't think that's fun for anybody. And I would like to try.
We would like to try. And I think, like, at that point, Drogar and Artemis and Kaz and Pasha, we all kind of, like, step up to enclose around Winnie. And we're like, you have our word. We will protect you all.
Otto, at that point, kind of steps forward, and then he turns around to face the rest of the rest of his fellows.
Everyone, we're off the map now.
Oh my fucking God!
There's no more pages in the manual. But I listened to Winnie instead of the master. I know. Crazy. But I'm still here. And so I think we can trust her. I think maybe we can decide what to do ourselves. And he turns, don't you think?
I do think. Do you want to help lead us out, Otto? We need somebody to open the door.
Oh, I can do that.
Okay. 1 second. And I'm going to walk over to where Morenza is. If she's still chained up.
She is.
Can I get close to her? How close can I get?
Yeah, no, she as you approach, because she like saw the abbot fly out of the window with Drogar, like has been watching all of this, so she just sits kind of stunned and silent.
And if I can, I want to just put a hand on her cheek.
She lets you.
Lorenza, I know you didn't choose this. Do you want to try and have some new life after this? Okay. And then I'm just going to take out my little hand axe. And I'm just going to start chopping. I'm just going to chop away at the chains.
It takes a few swings, but yeah, eventually it comes loose. And at that point, as you let her free, at that point, Winnie, the crowd of these little guys has sort of like moved and is making like a circle around you. And they're just all kind of like looking at you, expectant, like, just like, you know what I mean? Like just in a sort of semicircle around you.
I'm just going to say to Lorenza, ask all the questions. And then I'm going to see if Otto will take my hand.
He does.
And I'm going to try and start leading us towards the gate out.
You do so.
Drogar will check what's left of the Deva, including the mace.
Yeah, the only thing is left is that the slip of paper I gave you in the mace.
So he will pick up the mace. He'll inspect it. He's never seen a Deva's weapon up close, so.
As you sort of pick it up, the metal, it almost looks like the head of it almost looks like an incense burner. It's sort of like wrought ornately.
Round, yeah.
As you pick it up, that metal falls away, revealing what is, it looks just like a thigh bone attached to the handle.
What?
That's exactly what Drogar does. He just goes,
just look.
Like Velociraptor, like,
a look that I can only describe as dumbfounded double take.
And he just says to himself, he goes, the bones of a ghost?
Suddenly we're playing Phasmophobia. Is there a spirit in the room?
It's like a Geiger counter. Yeah. No, but so he takes the bones and he just goes, and he puts them like in his like travel pack. And I imagine that there's like a scorch mark kind of on the ground.
Sure. Yeah.
And so he'll kneel down and he'll kind of take Valandril out and he'll put it down in the center and he kneels down and he's just like, oh, emissary of the light, for thou wert lost in this plane of madness and destruction. Know that when we free the spirits of this realm, yours will also go to your god. I swear this, if it is the last thing I do, as the light commands me. And then he'll do like this kind of like gesture. That meta I haven't fucking figured out yet, but he does like this kind of gesture and just kind of like bumps his mace into the ground. And I imagine that like there's this little ripple of light that kind of like,
and you feel again that sort of wind coming down the mountain. And as it whips across you, Drogar, as it whips up around you, you sort of feel like
like an exhale. So yeah, so he finishes that, and then he just kind of like, he has a frog for his mace, who just, and like the mace kind of sinks there, and he just goes, "Where is everyone? For me."
As you non-canonically touch your forehead, the base of your sternum, your left and right shoulder.
That has nothing to do with anything.
Has nothing to do with anything.
That's for all of our Catholic fans in the game.
Yeah.
Or Christian.
Or Christian, whatever it may be. So we head on down to the
leaving the abbey.
Yeah.
Well, so I think as Winnie grabbed Otto's hand, I think I would come up and holding Pasha's hand, I would also grab Winnie's hand and then like give her a nod.
Aww.
So are all of you just sort of like leading this convoy back down to the town?
Well, then I would be like, I'll be right back. And then I would go grab a symbol of the Morning Lord real quick.
Go back to the crypt and take a rubbing.
I'll allow it. It's not.
Does he run into
As you go running back towards the abbey, you run into Esmeralda stepping out into the courtyard, and she looks at you, Artemis, and she says, "Leaving so soon?"
And
I never hold a bad first impression against a man. You are so rarely asked to give them, but this is your second. Make it count.
Oh.
I'd give her a polite bow and say, "My lady, we appreciate your help. You may have saved us."
I definitely did.
Give her a knowing nod. I have one thing to grab, and then it's on to the next mission.
And what's that?
I don't know that we figured it out yet, but in the end, it's to reclaim this land and defeat the devil. And I know we could use your help.
I think there is more to be done here. I see you are about some business. Come back after. There is still the secret of the library to find.
We'll see you soon.
I hope so.
And then with that conversation, I won't even waste my time getting the symbol yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll just give her a nod, one more quick bow, and then I'll make my leave.
Great. Okay.
Yep, I'll walk with Otto's hand in my hand until we get to the door.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll wait for Otto to open the door.
He looks up at you.
No.
And he walks over, and he hops up. There's this lever in the wall, and he jumps up, and his feet are kicking and dangling as he and slowly chunk, and he comes to rest again, and the iron portcullis opens. Yeah, and you can lead them out.
Yeah. I'll sing Happy Birthday.
Oh!
I'll sing the Otakan, halfling Happy Birthday for a while as we walk down the mountain and see, and
you do so.
Can sing along.
Yeah, Winnie leading this migration of these former denizens of the Abbey back down to the city of Kresk, and all of you following along.
Yeah.
Okay. Kaz is holding up the rear. It took her a very, very long time to come out of that rage.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, sure.
Yeah, so all these people are sort of passing by her, and she just, at the very end, just smacks the butt of the spear into the dirt and uses it to hoist herself up. And there's this post-rage serenity about her.
Mm-hmm.
Enough so, I think, that if any of the Abbey denizens who wanted to ask her, maybe they didn't hear Winnie or Drogar or anyone, if they were like, "Hey, what's going on?" She would just say, "You are all a tribe now. You defend your tribe. It's what you do."
There are a few at the back with you, Kaz. One of them has a rhino horn. The other down the back is armadillo plates. They're a little taller, a little broader than the rest. Maybe taking up sort of flanking positions, sort of almost naturally.
Yeah.
And they both look to you, and just kind of go, "It's what we do."
I find the strong ones.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Oh, fuck. I'm still naked.
Oh,
I get my clothes on. That's what I do. I think there's a moment where Drogar just
Pasha takes his enormous sleeping shirt, of Drogar's old sleeping shirt off, and gives it to you.
Does he have anything under? What is?
But now Pasha's naked.
Yeah, wait.
No, he's got a little. He's got his bedraggled like leathers under there.
That's really nice. I feel like I can probably run and get my clothes quickly enough. Go on, we'll wait for you.
Okay, great. Okay.
Yeah. As we make
30 seconds. Runs up.
Yeah, she runs and gets her clothes.
Once it feels like we're all headed down and Otto's kind of leading, I'll make my way through every now and then as we go, and I'll just ask people, "What do you do?" And I'll just ask people their names and what they do, that when we get there,
you have an understanding of them. Yeah. Great. That's great. That's great.
What's your work history?
That's great.
You're like
you, Bob.
Yeah. you're like you're
that's
roving
great. I'm
temp
not going to give you
agency.
20 names right now.
No, don't.
What makes you a good, addition to our company?
Can you explain this gap in your employment?
Yeah. But in fact, give me a just give me a wisdom roll.
After all I've been through.
Do something you're good at.
Out of +4.
Oh, thank you.
D4.
D4. 19.
It's a hike back down this mountainside. You know, it's about an hour walk back down into the Krezk proper. And you feel like you get, you'll get like some one-on-one time with everybody.
Cast light on Tally-Ho's eyes. Lead on.
Ooh, ah. And so you arrive back at the walls of Krezk.
I think this is the part where Drogar will step in front of like the whole train, and we'll kind of go to the door. I imagine that.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a door between Krez and the Abbey, or is it just straight up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he'll go to the door, and essentially he'll just, the
Sure, right. And again, appearing
and the guards kind of appear
on the ramparts. You see Asher again at the top. You've returned.
Asher!
And with guests.
Be not afraid. We have vanquished the Abbot. He was a stain on this land. He was corrupt and was turned away from the light. We have, however, rescued those that were sick that went before him for aid and for healing. Though they appear to be deformed and monstrous, they are, as we have all signed on, a kind of heart and wish only to help. They seek refuge within your walls.
If what you say is true, it's a great and kind favor you've done us. And you have to understand the position I'm in. I am responsible for the safety of everyone who dwells within these walls.
Of course.
If I let this many unknown entities within the gates and anything should happen, I'll be responsible.
Then let me speak to your burgomaster, for I have answers as to his daughter's deaths. And know me, Asher. I wish only to bolster your defenses.
Give me persuasion.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a 13.
All right. I can let some of you in to speak to the burgomaster. He has to make the final call, but the rest will have to wait outside.
That's fine.
I'll wait with everybody.
Very well. Open him. And you see like another portcullis kind of comes up, admitting. So who's anybody, any of you who want to go in are free to.
I think Drogar will walk to the door and kind of turn to everybody and go, I have this.
Maybe bring Otto with you, and then we'll have the rest of them sit tight.
Grief is a heavy thing. Asher!
Can you guys watch everybody?
Yeah.
I don't want to let Otto go alone. Or let's you and me and Otto?
Sure.
Okay.
Asher, would you permit me, Winnie, and one of their kind to come with me?
I suppose we can handle one, should it come to it.
Otto, say hi to Mr. Asher.
What about two? What about two, Asher?
I imagine we can handle it.
Come on, Ziggy.
Ziggy, Otto.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I want you two stick together.
Say hello to Miss...
Come on, Ziggy, it'll be okay.
Say hello to Mr. Asher. He is in charge of the watch over the wall.
Hello, my name's Otto. I open the door. It's what I do.
Ziggy goes,
I'm Ziggy. I say hello. That's what I do.
It's all right, Ziggy. A little louder so they can hear you.
I say hi.
Yeah!
There you go, Ziggy.
Let's go say hi to the burgomaster.
You see, Asher, they mean well.
well, so far at least, it seems. Come on in. So Winnie, Drogar, Otto, and Ziggy head inside.
So as
Kaz and Artemis remain to watch over the rest of the pilgrimage.
Yeah. Just as like a training exercise, I'll take my rhino horned friends and show them how to like make a very basic like phalanx against like towards the Abbey.
Grand.
Yeah, like
nice.
towards the Abbey. Like I know nothing's gonna come from the Abbey. I think nothing's gonna come from the Abbey, but
Give me
like
a performance check.
cool. Performance.
Or
hang on. Let's see.
what are the
Okay.
skills?
Performance would work. Well, hang on. So performance, I think, would work.
Athletics?
No, that would be nice, but no, I don't think so. Let me look.
Persuasion? Survival.
I think in this situation, performance probably is the best choice.
Yeah.
I think too. While you're doing that,
Yeah, give me performance, survival, or history.
Or history.
Tactics.
Okay.
Of years gone by.
You know what? I'm going to go with survival. Not...
Great Marcus Aurelius used this phalanx.
That's Drogar. I think I'm going to go with survival, not only because it's the best stat of mine of those options, but because, because, you know, that's like, yeah, like when we were traveling around, like in our nomadic camp, like, okay, we have people who set up a watch and like make sure nothing's gonna come try to eat us while we're like getting water. So I'm gonna go with survival. and I'm going to get a 23.
Yes.
They're pretty good at it.
Nice.
Yeah, who would've thunk? They're pretty good at it.
You seem to have a bit of a situation here.
Okay.
Yeah, as you sort of move through, they tell you their names. They are Rasfelt and Sturix.
Nice.
And as they, as you sort of teach them the ways of this, they say, "We broke the stone. It's what we did." And so they're like they're a little stouter than the rest of the than the rest. Yeah. So they take to it pretty well.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah.
Sick.
Nice. Yeah. I'll say like, you're the ones with strength. You're the ones who make sure that everyone else can do what they do. You are a tribe. Everyone has something that they do. A tribe. I like that. As they clang their fists together.
Killer. All right. Drogar, Winnie, making back into Krez. People kind of line up on the streets as you come back, because everyone saw you leave for the Abbey, and everyone is like sort of hushed murmurs seeing you return. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
And again, he leads you to the Burgomaster's.
And I'll make a note to do the greeting to them as we walk through.
Yes. Them return it to you in kind. Yeah.
So as Drogar comes in, Drogar will do the sunrise, sunset gesture to them, which is important because
the sort of traditional. It's sort of the traditional greeting of. It's old. It's pre-Strahd.
Now, what is that exactly? Why does the sunset?
Because
sunrise?
they're twin deities of the Morning Lord and Mother Night.
Oh, that makes more sense now.
Yeah. They had sort of twin deities. It was a dualistic religion before the coming of Strahd.
I want to say it was Dimitri who taught us that.
Was it?
I could be wrong.
I don't quite remember. That sounds right.
Check the notes.
He's a very knowledgeable lad.
Yeah.
So he will do the sunrise, sunset.
Yeah. Before we left for Kresk, I think it was Dimitri who told us about sunrise, sunset.
And as you go through, a lot of the younger folks acknowledge it. A bunch of a couple of folks arrayed who are very old.
Yeah.
Return it.
They return it in favor. Yeah. And so, he'll kind of lead the way. And I think as he's going, he kind of looks back at Ziggy and sees that Ziggy's like, I'm sure they're both very timid. And so Drogar will grab Ziggy's hand as he sees that Winnie is holding both their hands in between, just kind of walking. And we go right to the Burgomaster's house.
Asher is escorting you as well. And you make your way in. And again, he's in that sort of big high-backed chair with a fire lit. He seemingly hasn't moved since you last left him. He's having a rough time. But yeah, you make your way in. And he says, not turning around, not looking back, just, you're looking at sort of the back of his chair. So you've returned. I didn't have much hope, but something in me sang that you would. What have you learned?
Drogar will look at Winnie and just kind of nod, and then he'll step forward in front of the Burgomaster again, and we'll take a knee and just kind of level with him. And we'll go, Kreskol, right?
Vulcan Kreskov.
Burgomaster Kreskov. In our time up at the Abbey, we learned a great deal of information about what has been happening over the past few months.
Do tell. We'd all love to hear it.
But this information may come as pain to you. I have learned as to the reasoning of your family's departure.
I watched my wife and 3 daughters die. Nothing can bring me more pain than I've had already.
The Abbot was a creature called a Deva. We, from where I come from, and for where Winnie comes from, they're known as angels. They're creatures of light, creatures of brilliant radiance. However, they do have the same weaknesses that humans do. And so, coming to this land and facing Strahd, he was corrupted. His views, his mentality was twisted, and he sought a way to defeat the devil that was unorthodox, we would say. He wished to create a golem, of flesh, if you will, to try to deter the devil from striking any of the regions or valleys, and in doing that, he needed a pair of eyes. A pair of innocent eyes.
He tried this with me too. He had hoped that if he made your girls sick, that they would come and visit him. He was creating an undead bride for Strahd.
He hoped that in the sickness that he brought upon your family, that you would bring them to him for the healing that he had given the other such subjects.
It was a trick.
Such subjects, as I show you now.
And he kind of like grabs Ziggy's hand and just kind of brings her a little bit into the light of the fire.
And the burgomaster can see the deformities, and he goes, you see, these poor people that went for healing were twisted and deformed. So, we have cleared out the abbey. It is yours. The library of Markovia is yours.
So it was this Abbot. It was, of course, my family's demise.
We're not exactly sure how he did it, but it was him that did it.
As an agent magic in my own right, I would assume that he cast a powerful curse upon your bloodline.
I have been a fool. I put too much faith in the strength of our walls. Magic's evil and curses can slip their way through the cracks in the brick, just as wind and rain do.
Indeed they can. However, your vigilance is not to be passed over. Though this speck of weakness in your armor, it did cost you dearly. However, it gained you allies. It gained you people that can serve you, people that can help you. It gained you the library of Markovia.
But what people do you speak?
All of the subjects that went to the Abbot still live.
The denizens of that place. You bring to me now those who aided and abetted the death of my family.
They were sick too.
Burgomaster, know this when I say this. They are entirely innocent. Their brains have...
And how can you be sure?
We can't be sure.
I pull Otto over. Otto.
Yeah.
This is Otto. It was his job to open the door.
Tell me, Otto, what have you done for the past 3 months? What is your job?
To open the door.
And what is that?
It's what I do.
You see, Burgomaster, they were not the architects of your family's demise. They were subjects of the pain and punishment of this creature.
What would you have me do now?
I believe, and I haven't been here very long, and I don't like to just walk into places and tell you how to do your business.
That is not our job at all.
But I believe that these people are citizens here just like you all. This is where they used to live before they got sick, however they got sick. They didn't choose this, and they've just been trying to be of service. And now I would really like to find a place for them to live where they can do just that, where they can live.
You can send them back to the godforsaken abbey from where they came, or anywhere else in this cursed valley. I won't have their taint dishonouring the resting place of my family when they were the ones who aided and abetted their suffering.
They were not. They did not mastermind this. The abbot took hold of me in the middle of the night with the intention of taking out my eyes. That was only him. That is the kind of man that he became.
They were pawns, Burgomaster, in a game of chess, and we have taken the king.
Both of you give me persuasion.
Guidance?
I will give Winnie guidance.
It's a cantrip. You can guide yourself.
I don't think I can do it on myself.
No? Okay.
I think there's something in there that says that I can't.
I don't know if I believe you, but hey.
11.
Dirty 20.
He gets up from his chair, looks over to the fireplace, puts one hand against the hearth, and stares deeply into the flames.
Broods.
You aim to house these refugees in my city, is that it?
Yes.
I wish for them to serve you, Burgomaster. I wish for them to have purpose. Not just to house them, Burgomaster, but for them to be a part of you, to aid in your daily doings, whether that is the crops or the hunting or the bathing, whatever it may be.
Burgomaster, will you take a walk with me?
To where?
out to your backyard.
Why?
I just want to ask you some questions.
I shall indulge you, small one.
Okay.
You do so. You stand in the backyard as a gentle rain begins to fall.
Ziggy, Otter, why don't you sit by the fire and warm yourselves a little bit?
You do
So we're out back with the
with the graves, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nothing we can done can make up for this. Can you tell me about your girls?
The brightest lights I ever saw. Their smile could cut through this wretched fog. The eldest, due to be married in a fortnight.
Did you like her guy?
Ash is a fine captain.
Oh, fuck me.
He is.
Little. She played the lyre. Her fingers danced across the strings. Made music that would make the mountains weep.
I never played an instrument. I can't pay attention.
It takes a lot of practice. The youngest. Not before, but more wisdom than any I've met. Far too soon. This valley was robbed. It's my fault.
It's not. It's not your fault. The abbot lost his way, and I'm just so sorry. And now he's gone, and that can't bring them back. But I just want more life. I want more life. And I am asking you, in the name of your girls, to give us a chance for more life.
Persuasion again, both of you. Do with advantage.
Okay.
21.
19.
Nice.
Do you know, in the early days, when that bastard's armies came rolling through the valley, Kresk took pride in opening its gates for those that were displaced by the Zarovich campaign. And it was that mix of people, the mixing of skill, viewpoint, talent, that gave us what we needed, the edge we needed to keep the devil's armies at bay. We lost that, closed ourselves off. We kept ourselves free while the rest of the valley was clapped up in chains. And it's high time, I think, we realize that no one is free in this place until all are. Bring your people. We'll see. They're given a life.
Thank you. That's very generous and very brave.
And I think Winnie, if she looks past the burgomaster, can see Drogar just kind of standing out by the back door, just kind of looking, and he kind of looks at Winnie and just gives her like a nod, like,
Well done, dwarf. Well done.
Go. Welcome them in.
I would dare to say, Burgomaster, that perhaps it is you that should welcome them in. I think it has been too long since your people have seen you.
There might be truth to what you say, Master. Perhaps I could use a walkabout.
And I should say that there is some champagne de l'Estampe.
Perhaps I could use a walkabout. Yeah, alright. Okay. Yeah. You guys are good at this game. So yeah, he joins you, and you make your way back to that sort of back gate, and the pilgrims are welcomed into the city.
Okay.
You come to the gate, and Kaz is it Asher still on the gate?
Yeah, but the gate's open, and it's Winnie and Drogar and Falcon standing in the entryway.
Before that, Kaz is asking Asher,
Did you guys drink all that wine yet?
Well, we wouldn't be standing here if we drank all of it.
Did you drink some of it?
Well, I'm not made of stone.
Well, if it's open, I mean, I'm right down here. Could throw me some, maybe.
We'll just wait until you get inside, then you can have all you want.
And at that point, how about now?
Yeah. So the door's open, yeah, and he looks out at this sort of tide of these critters. And at first he like seeing them all. I mean, he's seen Otto and Ziggy, and he seems a little taken aback. But then he sort of steels himself and looks out, and he goes, "My friends, it's my understanding, of late you have been treated with inconsistent hospitality. Please allow me and my city to show you what true Xenia is. Come in."
And so I think like they all start to shuffle forward,
Mm-hmm.
and I imagine that like me and Winnie like shake, like grab their hand and just kind of like gently pull each one in. You know, like we're touching each one and like comforting them. And then I imagine, I don't know, I'm just fucking spitballing here, but like all the people are like coming out and they're giving like cloth. And
Yeah, I think so, because they were out to watch you come in, and so the people start stepping
They see
forward.
the refugees, and like,
Yeah.
even, like I feel like it's the old ones
And
that first step out.
they're all a little like, "Nee," but then they start welcoming folks in and sharing what they have, buckets, cups of water and some food, like some just
bread
like
and just
bread and stew and like some like roasted rabbit legs, and there's a mixing. It's like when two oceans meet each other, you know, and there's that sort of divide, and then the waters start to mix. Yeah.
Kasle will give some encouraging words to her. I forget their names already, but her rhino-faced friends.
I know.
Did you write it down?
Somebody write it down?
Rasfelt and Sturix.
Rasfelt and Sturix. She'll give some encouraging words to them and say,
I know you haven't been a tribe for very long, but it just got bigger. They will let you into their city. They've lived here longer than you have, so they will know the land, and you should listen to them. But you should also do what you can to keep them safe. They are a part of your tribe, and you are a part of theirs. So exciting. A whole new world, all in one day. I can't wait to explore.
pat on the back.
And as everybody is starting to intermingle, from the conversations I've been having with everybody, I'll be like, "This is such and such. They are good at this." And I'll start to make some introductions.
Yeah, great.
And I think Drogar is kind of doing that too by the door. He's like, "What is it that you do?" Right? Yes. Yes. They're very good at fetching water.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Okay.
Give me your resume and cover letter.
Just, I got a little bit more.
Hit me.
While Kaz was doing her drilling, I think I would, make my ways around and see if anyone had, any archery skills that could be taught. So then, when the Burgermaster came up, I'd, go up, and I feel like we had, a little connection, so I'd clasp his hand again, but good to see you out about, my friend.
Glad to have you back safe.
And then I would give him, a little, these three, I think, might be good for the wall, if you want to put a bell in their hand.
So there is one of them has orangutan arms, and so he has a lot of pullback for a bow.
Cool.
One of them has just really strong, he has one gorilla arm with a lot of strength, so he can he can put the weight of a longbow. He's got that 200-pound draw strength. Yeah, there's a couple who you think you could set up squarely on the wall.
So yeah, I would do that, and then I would kind of be like, me and my friends have a little bit work to do back at the Abbey, but
as far as I'm concerned, you own it now.
Oh, yeah, that's an interesting point. Some of the jobs of probably mostly the people we brought from the Abbey should be going to it regularly, maintaining it.
Some of them may maintain it. Yeah.
However, I will say, Burgermaster, there is an extensive library up there. The Library of Markovia, as well as a resting place.
Well, we do keep the old faith, of course, but it's been a long time since any of us has visited there. Perhaps in time. The spiritual among us may make pilgrimages back up the hill now that it is cleansed, so to speak.
And perhaps your new citizens can join you, for they know it better than any.
Better than we do, that's for sure.
Now, without further ado, I do believe there is a Champagne de la Stone cask with our name on it.
I thought you'd never ask.
And then Artemis would be like, "Only one drink, my friend. our friend Esmeralda's waiting for us, as well as some more searching we gotta do. Our task is not yet over.
Fine.
So it is, we'll say, mid-morning, moving the refugees from the abbey into the city more properly. The time is yours.
I think the next step is going back to the abbey.
I think so too.
Talking to my future girlfriend Esmeralda again.
You have some work to do.
We had a better interaction last time. She's like, kind of just only slightly hates me now, so I can work with that.
You really saved that one, are you?
She saw me kill a god, so that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
My crush saw me kill a god, man.
Go tell her how cool it is.
It's a dream, yeah. Huh?
And then I need to get the symbol of the Morning Lord and Mother Night from the Abbey while we're there, or at least one of them.
At least look.
Yeah.
Well, there's one on the book.
I think there is
On the
definitely one. There's definitely the symbol of the Morning Lord.
It's
To
in the
find the
kitchen.
symbol of Mother Night.
Oh, there's one in the kitchen?
It's in the dining room, right?
Hi, cool.
The
Okay.
big Morning Lord symbol.
Cool. The one I was
There's
thinking
a bunch of symbols of Morning Lord in the
Yeah.
abbey. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question. What color hair does the Burgermaster have?
White. Why?
I need a hair.
Oh, yeah, you do. What did you need? You need a... Wait.
She needed gold.
Oh, well, yeah, a string
need-
of golden hair.
A holy water, which I got from Lydia Petrovna,
We have that.
and a lock of golden hair,
Right.
which I have not yet procured.
The Abbot had golden hair.
What?
He's not with us anymore.
Check his pillow.
I'm gonna check his pillow.
Check his pillow, check the shower drain.
Does he have a brush?
Yeah,
This is Life Size, starring Tyra Banks.
Yes, sir.
What color was Silka's hair?
I tried to look that one time. Did she have hair?
She does have hair, yeah. We'll just say it was brown.
I tried to look. Do you remember we were having dinner and I was like, I'm going to try and flap under her veil? I was looking for her hair.
Right.
What you should have been looking for is whether she had any eyes or not.
Well, Trevor did say, he said, like, the light, because then you failed doing that, but then you tried to cast light on her face.
But I couldn't see
And it
her.
illuminated
the
her
lights
features, but not her
did not
eyes.
hit.
Oh,
See
shit.
her eyes. I heard that back on Christmas Day.
Happy Yuletide to everyone.
Oh, yes. Goodness. Yeah, so I think, I don't know, does anyone else have anything they want to do? I mean, I don't have anything else I want to do in town.
I think I leave the Burgermaster's house after talking to him about his girls. And I kind of wander out of his house, I think trailing behind Drogar, and stand in the middle of the town. And I just picture Winnie like holding Tally-Ho and just kind of looking around as people are starting to like meet each other as this crowd is like flowing down into the town. It's a big thing to like encounter your destiny. And I think she's just a little overwhelmed and is just standing still in the middle of the street, kind of watching everybody go in and wondering what we are supposed to do next.
At a certain point, just sort of in the meandering of watching the comings and goings of these animal kin coming into the town and various denizens of the city coming out a little unsuredly, but following the Burgermaster's lead, sort of begin trying to figure out exactly what to do with them. But at a certain point in the kind of kerfuffle, Otto and Ziggy come up to you, Winnie, and Otto says,
Well, the burger man seems nice.
He does seem nice.
Yeah.
Do you still like opening the door?
Well, Winnie, it's funny. I mean, I think I'll always love opening doors. But back there outside the Abbot's chambers, I started asking myself the questions, and I got real scared there for a while, Winnie. But you were there, and you came to our home with a purpose that you decided on yourself, and that was to help me and Ziggy and all of us. And I don't know, if you can make it your purpose to help others, maybe I can too. What do you think?
I think that you would be really good at that, Otto.
Really?
I think that would be so good for you.
I really only know how to open doors right now, but do you think I could learn even something else?
You know so much more than how to open doors. It's just that opening doors was the only thing you were allowed to do.
Oh, I guess that's true.
And it might take a little time to figure out what you really want to do, but now you have time.
Oh, what a good gift from you. Well, what are you going to do now, Winnie?
Well, now we got some more work to do, I think. We gotta go look for a hidden treasure now.
A hidden treasure?
Yeah.
What? Where?
Well, I think...
Oh, well, I suppose it's hidden.
It is! We don't know where it is! We gotta go back up to the Abbey to find it.
Oh,
We're looking for a book.
A book? Well, there's lots of books in the library.
I know, there's so many books I didn't even know where to start.
There's a lot of books in there. Well, I hope you find it.
Thanks. Do you know where you're going?
Well, like you and Drogar said, I guess we'll try to stay here and take the time we need to find what's next.
If you need any help, just let me know. We're gonna be right up here, and I'll make sure we say bye before we leave.
Oh, I would really appreciate it if you did.
Oh yeah. And if you feel like you know where you're going, or there's somebody that like you want to go meet and you need me to make an introduction, I can do that. Or if you and Ziggy want to make sure that you stick together, I could introduce you to the Burgermaster, and maybe you could stay with him.
Oh, Ziggy and I have always looked out for each other. We'll be okay. This place seems really nice.
It is really nice. There's lots of nature down here.
I know. Wow. Well, wherever you're off to next, Winnie, I know you're very important. And I just want to wish you luck and thanks for giving us purpose.
Thanks, Otto.
And Ziggy walks up and just kind of shuffles up awkwardly, not meeting your eyes, and then looks up for a second and then looks down embarrassed and just gives you a little hug and then steps back awkwardly and holds her arms to her sides and just says, "Okay, bye."
Okay. Bye, Ziggy. You guys have fun. You don't have to just do the thing that you do. Have fun.
Wow.
Play and pretend and throw stuff up and catch it. Have you ever done that?
I could pretend like I'm opening doors for a fancy ballroom dance.
Yes!
Oh,
like
and
that.
all the people come in and they're so pretty.
And you say, "Hey, Mr. So-and-so."
Oh, Mrs. Bumblethumb.
"Hey, Mrs. Such-and-Such."
Oh, you look lovely today, Kiki Boo.
"I love your big dress."
Oh, your parrot is looking particularly pluckish today.
And you can do a dance.
Oh, look at him go. Is that fun?
That was fun.
Oh, thanks, Winnie.
Thanks,
That
Otto.
was fun.
That was fun. Okay.
Okay.
I'll see you in a little bit, okay?
Okay, I hope you do.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Nested improv games.
My favorite interaction in this game so far.
Also, does anyone else get the feeling that Otto is just going to become a college admissions administrator?
Yep.
Oh, man. Oh, I'm sweating.
The Strahdcast features Campbell O'Hare as Winnie, Ned Pryce Iannacone as Drogar, Kay Devine-Jones as Kaz, Tyler Kanter as Artemis, and me, Trevor William Fayle, as your DM. A special thanks to some of our top patrons: Chelsea Wingo, Kyla Bennett, Corinne, Clara Boz, and Valerie Wagner. If you're not ready to support us financially, there are still plenty of ways to help us out. You can follow us on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at Critical Fail DM, binge Madness and Mercy on our YouTube channel, and join us there every other Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time when we do live listens of new episodes of the Strahdcast. Or rate and leave us a review wherever you like to listen. Thanks, Dungeoneers, and take your day with advantage.